Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from BBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called Derived Data in SQL, and we will be learning here how to put together name column values to display a person's full name in a number of ways. Okay, to do this, we will be using a technique called concatenation in SQL, which I have used in some other previous video. Okay. Two things to note about concatenation. I'll just paste them down here. Give me a sec. So one is concatenation, just to put it simply, is the process of joining two or more strings or character values, okay? And to do this, we must use the concatenation operator, which is consisting of the double pipe character, which is like this. Okay, so two things to note about concatenation. All right. Let's look at the columns of employees table, which we have used in a previous video. Okay, select asterisk from employees, and then the purpose of which is to identify which columns we will be needing to concatenate, to put together the name into a complete name. Okay, so we'll be looking at name columns. So we have here surname, we have given name, and then we have middle name. Okay, those are what we need. That's good. So let's now use that in a select statement. So instead of the select asterisk, which is very generic or just shows everything, then I will be more specific this time. So select surname, given name, middle name, comma separated columns from employees. So it will display three columns, these three name columns. All right. So we got those three columns that we need, okay, to concatenate or to put together full name, right? We see that the name columns are displayed as three separate columns. Okay, this one, this, and this. So they are in three separate columns. However, if we wanted to display a person's complete name in a single column, we must do concatenation. That's what we're gonna be learning in this video. For someone starting to learn SQL, you might be doing something like this. Okay, I'll just get this. Again, the concatenation character operator is this one, double pipe, okay, two vertical bars. So for somebody who is just learning SQL now, you'll be doing this one. So you could say, select given name and then the double pipe, middle name, double pipe surname, if this is your preferred sequence of displaying the three columns. Okay, so now let's take a look how it would appear when we execute this. Remove this. So you can see it's not nice looking, isn't it? Because concatenation was done all right, but they just appear as a single string, which doesn't make sense. It's not readable. It's not so not so nice looking. It's not proper. So what is missing here is the spaces in between or between the name elements, the name column values, right? So we will be doing that by also concatenating a space in between those name elements. Okay, I'll do this. So in addition to the change I did on top of the previous select statement was concatenating a space in between. So pipe, double pipe, space. This is a space character. So this string has a space character inside. Okay, it's a blank. So I'm saying given name, join it with space, join it with middle name, join it with space, and then join it with surname. Okay, so we'll execute this now. And now it's much better than the previous output that we had. So this one has spaces in between the name elements or the name columns. Okay, so it's more readable than the previous one. But now we just if you look at the column header here, give a name. So if you look at this column header here, the one above, it's not so readable also. It could be confusing, and it's simply a copycat of this one. It's just aping this, whatever is in here, because we did not provide an alias. So we can provide an alias to that, so it's better looking, more readable. So something like as is the keyword, but it's optional. It's just for readability. So as full name. So this is my alias. Now I'll execute this again. Okay, so now we got it. We have a more readable column header there. Next, maybe you don't like that the names are displayed in uppercase. In that case, you can use the function called initCap, okay, to the rescue. Okay, initCap, meaning it initializes each word with a capital letter. Okay, so let me just get that. So it's a character string that will initialize each word, meaning the initial character will be made uppercase. Okay, so select initCap. So I've saved it. I mean, I saved the effort for you. If you could be thinking of applying the initCap on each of these three name columns, this, and this, you can do that. But for a more code efficiency, for better code efficiency, then you can just use a single initCap and then enclose the whole bunch from here to here in a pair of parentheses, and then outside of that put your initCap. Okay, so I'll get this out of the way and execute this. So now it's also much better than before. So what we did so far is we have introduced spaces in between the column names, I mean the name values, the name column values, and then we have introduced a more customized, more understandable or descriptive column header. And then finally, we have used the initCap string function to convert the names from purely uppercase to a mixed case kind of thing. Okay. Now that you know how to concatenate, note that you can also join the strings in whichever sequence you want. What I mean is that in this example, we're joining it in the sequence, given name followed by middle name followed by surname. So it's really up to you, depending on the on your preference or on the convention followed by your country or company. Okay, so let's just give you another example to illustrate that. Maybe you wanted to display the name in this manner, surname, comma, space after that, and then give a name. Okay, so we will do that. So again, this is the preferred, could be the preferred format. So we will just follow that. Select initCap again, surname, and then I join it with a comma, which is followed by a space. And then I join it with given name. And that's it. And we have it as expected. Okay, so there you go, folks. We've learned in this video how to concatenate strings, specifically name columns or name values to display a person's full name or complete name. Okay, thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.